Hey guys, Jess from Knockout Print Shop, and today I have for you my January 2021 wrap-up February goal setting video. I haven't done one of these goal setting videos in a while where I kind of do a reflection slash goal setting. So I'm going to go through it. I feel out of the groove with this type of video, so we'll see how this goes. And let me know, again, as usual, if you find these videos helpful or not, because, again, point of filming these videos is to help you guys, and if this doesn't feel like a useful video, I won't be offended. Just let me know. Okay, so as you know, I've been using the Makse Life Planner, and it has that built-in monthly reflection here at the end of each month. January was a pretty good month. It felt weird. It felt like it went really fast, and then it felt like it went really slow. Did get a lot done. It was pretty eventful, so that was good. Some highs, some lows, so is life. So I'm going to just run through really quick kind of how I approached this reflection. I will say kind of the headspace I'm in right now, I didn't really dive deep into this. I kind of went with stuff that was off the top of my head. I don't know. I'm in a weird headspace, so I'm not really going deep on my reflections right now. Anyways, okay, first question is, what's your biggest wins for the month? Matt and I did a great job of getting back to our meal planning, which next week's video will be how I meal plan. We've had a great time this month of making new friendships and getting more connected with our local community, so that's been great. And finally, opened our new bank accounts. It was about time. We live in an area where we need to have a bank in this area. We're originally from Chicago, now we're in Middle Tennessee, and we have been Chase Bank people forever. There is no Chase Bank where we are, and we need to have a local bank. So we got a local bank, and it was so nice to just go in the bank, and they were the nicest people. Gotta love small town living. They went around and introduced us to everybody afterwards. It was so cute. Anyways, got new bank accounts. So that brings me to flipping over to my annual goals for 2021, which was open new bank accounts, and I did that. So that was good. Okay, so there's that. So that was kind of the 3 wins. What is currently working? This is, my life pretty much is very automated. There's not much change in my day-to-day. So what really does work for me is my AM and PM routine. I've got it kind of like down to a science. Not much really changes. So that kind of gives me just a good way to start and end my day. It's nothing complicated or in-depth. It's just what I do in the morning and evening. So that works really well. Just what else is working well is a sense of community, virtually and in person. Just being part of this homestead community and meeting people online and meeting people in person. Just that is working. And finally, if you watched any of my videos in the past couple of years about goal setting, one of my biggest challenges was in the area of, well, I guess it would fall into family and relationships, but more in Inkwell, they call it social. I don't know, wherever the heck that would be here in Makse. And because we were moving, we had moved, away from Chicago, where Matt and I both grew up, and we were in North Carolina. Then we were just outside of Nashville. Now we're over a little bit in the Upper Cumberland area of Tennessee. We just kind of, up until now, until we planted roots, have not felt a sense of community. So that's really working, and we're really happy about that. And then what else is working is we've just continued to do a ton of work on our homestead, improving our land, taking care of our animals, all of that. Okay, what is not working? We did not pick our Q1 adventure. So if you watch my goal annual video, I talked a bit about how one of my annual goals is Matt and I really suck at taking breaks and just kind of spending time doing like fun and recreation stuff. Now, part of that is because we have the responsibility of our land now, and that is a huge part of our life, and we really like spending our extra time improving this very neglected piece of land. But that said, it's very important too, I think, to have times where you're just doing fun stuff. So we had decided when I was setting goals, and him and I were talking, that we would do a 3 to 4 day weekend once per quarter, meaning we would just kind of like, obviously the shop would still be open, but he and I would take time to not work and just do some other things. So our point was to plan that, and I wanted to get that planned, make the plans in January to figure out what we were going to do in February and March. Back to what the reflection, we did not do that. I think just to give you a flip back through to see how this looked. So I put here on annual, take a 3 to 4 day weekend once per quarter. Here I said plan Q1 weekend off and take one local adventure. This was a bit ambitious because January is usually a busy month for us, and I probably shouldn't have put the take one local adventure thing. But you could see what that looked like as a monthly goal. It went here the first week, pick local adventure. Second week, pick local adventure. Third week, I didn't even bother putting anything down. Fourth week, I didn't put anything down. And the last week, I didn't even put, so I gave up. I didn't give up, but I just kind of let it be. Sometimes you just got to let it go. If you find you keep transferring a goal over to each week, I feel like you have two options. Kind of like shit or get off the pot and do it, or just like let it be and go, you know what? If it was that important, I would give attention to it. If it is an important goal that you're really neglecting, I think it's something where to stop and go, why am I neglecting this? But if it's something like, like this situation with picking, a 3-day weekend thing to do, where it's not pressing urgent for us. I'm just like, I'm going to put this on the back burner. We'll revisit this in February. Okay, that was a long explanation. I hope that was helpful in some way. So number 2 is being in limbo with my career path. I'm in this weird space again. I'm going to say it. If you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know, in 2018 when I closed my gym and we moved and we just focused on the print shop, that was a huge adjustment for me. I felt a bit lost because the way the print shop works, Matt does a lot of he does all the printing orders, creating designs, all of that. I do the filling orders and the marketing and emails and all this stuff, but that doesn't take me a full-time job worth of time. So I've had a lot of time. That's when I was doing some online coaching and other things. Long story short, last year I started working for a marketing company doing some remote work. They had a really busy season, so I was getting a lot of hours. Just like every other business in the world, it has its ebbs and flows, and now they've slowed down, so I don't have as much, I'm not getting hours there like I was before. Totally fine. Just like our business, it ebbs and flows. So now I feel like I'm in this weird space of I need to figure out where I want to spend my extra time. And I have some ideas and I'm starting to put some things in motion. But I'm feeling in limbo again. Anyways, just to tell you that piece. And then, which relates to number 3, which is not really working well, is spending too much time on Knockout Print Shop. Now that might sound completely backwards, but what I mean is I have a tendency to sit there at my desk and obsessively, okay, I need to figure out the best way to do this and the best way to do this. And I think there's a lot to be said about growing and improving, making our emails better, making our social better, figuring out Google Analytics, figuring out Facebook ads. All of that is great, but I think I spend so much time there. It might be just kind of a default for me, and I'm not looking at other opportunities outside of that, because I could still do all of that stuff and carve out time to do other business development stuff for myself personally. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyways, what I learned this month, let's move on to not any less depressing topics, but that loss is part of homesteading. So this past month we lost one of her little chickens. It was very sad. She was acting kind of weird. We couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. I tried to nurse her back to health. We brought her in the house in the bathroom one day. I tried everything I could. I spent hours researching online, and something just wasn't right. And then one day we woke up and she wasn't any longer with us, and that was very sad. I did not think when I started this homestead thing I was going to get so dang attached to these chickens, but I am, and it was actually really sad. So rest in peace, Aria. She is in pain no more. We don't know what was wrong with her, but luckily whatever she had was not contagious, and none of the other birds are. I think it was just like a genetic defect. I mean, they're chickens. They're not all made to last forever or to make it very far in life, sadly. So anyways, that was a lesson learned. It's one of those things when you get into a new endeavor and people tell you stuff, but you're like, okay, yeah. And until you experience it yourself, sometimes you don't realize what that's going to feel like. So anyways, what else I learned? That focusing on a new career path, no more status quo, that relates a little bit to what I was talking about before, is I think it's very easy for me to stay in my Jess obsessed mode where I just keep, it's almost like that, what is it? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And again, I do think there is a lot of value in me learning more about, how to make our business better, but that's kind of the safe space for me. So the unsafe, the scarier spot is for me to venture away from that and focus more on what's next for me. And then the other thing I learned was one thing at a time. I can't do it all, and that's okay. So I think, let me let me head back over to the, okay, so, see, I'm not in the groove with this. Okay, wait a second before I move on. Okay, what am I going to improve for the next month? More time on networking and like this Jess Biz thing. This is very cyclical. If you watched my video, how many times can I say that? If you watched my videos last year, I feel like I was saying the same thing in January. So I think this could be just of last year. So I think this is just kind of part of this cycle, trend, seasonal thing for me. But I think what I need to really figure out now is, instead of going around and around and like experiencing that, where can I like launch off and get off of this season, the cyclical nature of this. Not that it's bad. I just feel like I need to do something. I don't know. Anyways, okay. So spend more time networking, which I am doing, and then one business task a day. So that's again related to this. Don't go down, okay, well now I'm going to watch this, and I'm going to watch this video on how to make our emails better, and then I'm going to go research this email, and then I'm going to go Google Analytics, and I could spend hours just, Googling and researching. And it is good because I'm learning, and that actually transfers to some of the stuff that I want to do outside of Knockout Print Shop. But you know what the Google can do to you. You can just get lost in deep Googling and too much research. Okay, what am I grateful for right now is how hard Matt works on our business and our homestead. Couldn't do any of this without him, so I'm very grateful for that. And then habits I want to nurture next month. I just want to keep learning when it comes to homesteading, gardening, taking care of animals, business, all of that. I like to learn. Okay, so that's kind of how the month went. If I flip back into my monthly goals, I got a lot of things done. Some things didn't get done. Here, I'll take this out so we can see. Let's see. I did research where to get food scraps. We were trying to improve our compost, and I was not able to find any place to do that. I'm trying to see if I put that on my planner to give you an idea of how that transferred over to the next week. I did not. Okay, talked about how the home and recreation thing did not get done. And just to show you like how I do this, on this side I put like new things. The right side was kind of like my usual repetitive, almost like dashboard type of stuff I do every month. Work and learning was to do a Klaviyo training. Klaviyo is our email marketing system. Make a list of my skills and work that I enjoy. Update my LinkedIn. Take the coaching off of our Knockout Print Shop website. So I got all of those things done. I started to do the LinkedIn thing, but I postponed it. I started to do it now here in February. Helped with a local group I'm in. That was my family and relationships. Again, the stuff on the right is already routine stuff. It's not like effortful goals. I did not finish one book. I might have. Actually, I think I did. I finished my gardening book. There we go. And then did open new accounts, closed some old accounts, adjusted our budget for 2021, and we got new toilets. So just to pop back over to annual to show you how that relates, and then we'll go into February. You guys know, if you've listened before to me ramble, I always worry that I'm like, just, these videos are too long or something. Okay, let's see here. Where is the goal part? Okay, so as we talked about with fun and recreation, no progress has been made here. This is the epic section, the personal, which to me is Homestead, and this is all in motion. These are not finished, but they're all in motion. Let's see. So this month, what got work done? Let's see. We did start working on clearing our fence line and cleaning up the land. We also went and visited a farm where they have sheep, so we're probably getting sheep here in a couple months. What else did we do? We did source new organic feed, so some of this is in motion. So there's that. Work and learning. I did revamp my Jess M. Lewis website to focus more on business coaching and business services. I did first do our paid marketing and social ads. I did the first, I've never done that before with the print shop. We did that. I'm in the process of updating email flows. That's not completely done. Okay. And continue seeking out building new friendships. This is just going to be an ongoing thing all year, and Matt and I already do our weekly dates, so that's already there. Health and wellness really hasn't gotten any. That's in maintenance mode. I don't need to do much there. Become a reader. I really want to change this, I think, to become a reader and continue learning. This continue learning piece never really goes away for me. I'm always on a learning like path. And I realized by saying that it has to be via reading, I was just getting it wasn't working. So I'm still reading, but sometimes it's reading an article online and things like that. So I don't want this to only be like defined as reading a book. That's just not where I'm at right now. I need to be open to all kinds of learning. Okay, financial, like I said, we opened our new bank accounts and then put extra money towards the home and the homestead goals. This is just going to be ongoing all year. And then tax stuff, that'll start happening next month. And then here in physical environment, improve our garage gym setup. We actually did do that. We got some new gym equipment and it's getting better. I need to add something here. Buy gym flooring. This may not happen this year, depending on where our budget is with other home stuff. So this is either going to be 2021 or 2022. With all the animal stuff we're doing, we might not have that extra money to spend right now. And we have a few other things to do. We did replace the toilets. So we're doing good. So far, I would say month one, doing pretty good in a lot of these areas. So let's flip to a new month. Oh, really quick before I do that, I did do this thing on the sidebar last month that I had done a few times in 2020. I absolutely love how this looks, but I think it's a bit redundant for me, so I don't think I'm going to do this again. But I really just put like one thing that had to get done in each of these areas for the month. So yeah, it's like basically taking one thing from monthly that's like the top thing and putting it there. So I don't think I need to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that in February. All right, so let's go into February and look at goals here. So I just copied the same exact focus from the previous month. That's really not going to change, I don't foresee, because it's kind of my intention or focus statement for each area. So again, as you know, personal for me is homestead. So the thing we're going to keep doing is working on our fence line, meaning we have to clear all the overgrown brush and crap. We have to build our chicken tractor for our broiler chickens, our meat birds. I did order feed, like I was saying, so that's good. I need to start seeds. I've never done indoor seed starting, so I need to do that for a few things. I got my seed trays, grow light, and mats, so we'll see how this goes. And then I do need to source soil for our raised beds. I've been doing a ton of research, like that's the name of the game right now in my life, and reaching out to different places and trying to find the best soil I can. So I think I have a few options, but that's kind of the homestead things I need to focus on for February. And then again, you see this pick 3-day weekend adventure thing or whatever. That has to happen this month because we have this month and next month, and then the first quarter will be over. For work and learning is going to be work on Jess' site. And I actually preemptively, I already did this. I started working on this the other day, and it's probably going to continue working on it. I still need to get some new images, but I changed the copy on the website, and I just need to update the images to make them less health and fitness related and more business related. There's a few print shop things I need to do. I need to have Matt help me make a graphic for a social media post and take some more images for Facebook ads. So those are the main non-normal routine things that have to happen at work and learning. We have a friend date with some of our new friends this week, so that I marked it off because it's happening tomorrow. Start our new program. We have a new fitness program every month. I'm not even sure why I put this on here. This is like normal every month thing, but I think my OCD of wanting every spot filled kicked in. Monthly reflection, did my January reflection, so that's done. Start getting tax documents together. I do need to open a new business checking account with the same bank, so we need to do that this month. Take the dogs to the vet. That's happening today, and I need to place our Azure bulk order. So that's very simple things, nothing big. As you know, these two areas are probably the heftiest load. And then if you want to see week one, I haven't put any headers on here yet like I usually use, but I want to start my seeds this week. You can see how order feed got transferred here. Order the mat and the light is related to starting seeds, so that was like action steps related to that. We ordered a new microscope to do our goat fecals, and now we have to actually return it because it's not right. Return microscope. I don't know why I put this on fun and recreation. This actually should be up here. I don't know why I did that, because this is like homestead stuff. Anyways, okay. Work, Some of these again aren't related to the big goals. These are just weekly things that I need to get done. End of month reports, film these videos, content plan, all that stuff. Friend date, that's happening tomorrow. Start a new program. That was transferred. You could see every week I do my my daily memory or highlight here. I have weekly reflection. I did my weekly reflection. Paid bills, do my usual end of month bill stuff. Oh, I cleaned the bathrooms and still need to do our age order. So that is where I'm at with my goals. I'm really trying not to stress out about goals and really continue to take this like less is more approach and focus on the main areas that need my attention and brain power and finances, which is our homestead, and work. These two are they are top priority, and this community relationship social piece. But they all kind of, actually these three really all overlap for me. This area, that's actually really funny. This area is more like effort. This is more maintenance. Isn't that interesting? Health and wellness, like you've heard me say, I mean, as a coach and I own my own gym, I've been in the health and fitness industry for over 15 years. This is like autopilot for me. Every once in a while I need to pay more attention to it. Like I need to up my game with my training and pay more, give it more effort, or, we need to get back on track with our meal planning, things like that, like little things. But I can always quickly go, falling out of line, and just do that little pivot to go back in place. So I've got enough experience and time under my belt and hours to recognize when I'm, slacking, for lack of a better word, and make a quick adjustment. So this is maintenance. Personal growth stuff, again, having been a therapist and a coach and all that, this stuff is just always just my mode. I'm always learning, growing, reflecting, all of that. So that's kind of maintenance. Financial, I've done a ton of work leading up to the past couple of years to get all my finances in order and get where we are today. So this is again about maintenance and investing. And then home, we don't have kids. It's just Matt and I. House gets a little more dirty because we have a farmhouse, but we have a good cleaning routine. We don't have a lot of stuff. So maintaining our home does not take much effort. Yes, there's a few things we need to do to make our house a home, but this stuff is more secondary or maintenance or autopilot. These areas are what needs the effort. So this is perfect for me. One side's effort, one side's maintenance. That's kind of convenient. Interesting little aha moment I had. Okay, so I think that's all I got for you guys today. As usual, please let me know what you think of these videos. Do these goal type of videos feel helpful to you? Does it help you with your goal setting? Does it give you ideas? Let me know your thoughts, guys. Again, I want to create content that helps you with your planning, with your goals, whatever you're doing. So please share with me what you think about goal setting videos and if I should keep doing these or not. And I know everybody's kind of different. Some people just want to see plan with me. Some people like the goal stuff. Let me know. I like to hear feedback from you guys so I know how to better share content with you all. All right, that is all, guys. Have a great week, and I will see you in the next one.